Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Triple H has revealed the details of a private conversation he had with a former WWE champion after the star's retirement. Fans have had to bid goodbye to quite a few legendary names in WWE in the last year. Goldberg retired in July last year, and he was followed into retirement by John Cena in December. The start of the new year was no different as AJ Styles decided to hang up his boots after his match against Gunther at the Royal Rumble. Since then, Styles has signed a new contract with the promotion that sees him training talent and scouting new stars for the company. But the decision to do this wasn't straightforward. In fact, the phenomenal one tried a couple of different gigs within the company. WWE's Chief Content Officer Triple H recently appeared on What Do You Want to Talk About? With Cody Rhodes and revealed the discussions he had with Styles following his retirement. He said that the former U.S. champion only wanted to be retired from in-ring competition and didn't want to be done with the business. At the end, AJ was like, "I don't want to be just done with the business. I want to be done wrestling, and I don't think I'm betraying a confidence here." But even in his last match, he was telling me like, "I so know I'm done because I was out there in that last match thinking like, let's just get over with, just want to get to the end," he said. This led to AJ Styles trying out a creative role and even joining production meetings. But what do you know? He realized that it wasn't his cup of tea. I think he realized, like, the writing thing's not for me. The producer thing, I don't think, is for me. What I really like is getting to these young kids and spotting talent, and then trying to help fan the flames of the little spark that's there and try to make them into something more. The developmental side of it, the game said. Triple H took over WWE's creative in 2022 after Vince McMahon retired. But there was another twist in the story as Vince made a shocking return months later in 2023. It was reported that he had come on board to oversee WWE's sale to Endeavor and was not involved in the creative. While many reports have contradicted this claim, the recent court filings in the ongoing WWE shareholders lawsuit revealed tension between Triple H and Vince. A WhatsApp conversation between the Game and Nick Khan highlights the CCO's concern over Vince's return. He texted Nick that he was fearing the worst as Vince sought more creative control. The world of WWE has always thrived on moments of triumph, heartbreak, and deeply personal revelations. But every so often, a story emerges that reminds fans that behind the larger-than-life personas are real people grappling with difficult transitions. One such moment came when Triple H, also known as Paul Levesque, opened up about a deeply emotional private conversation he had with a former WWE champion following their retirement. The statement that stood out most was haunting in its simplicity: "I don't want to be done." Those 6 words carried the weight of a lifetime spent inside the squared circle, echoing the pain that many professional wrestlers feel when their careers come to an unexpected or premature end. A career defined by passion. For decades, WWE has been home to some of the most passionate athletes in the world. These superstars dedicate their lives to entertaining millions, enduring physical punishment night after night. The transition from active competition to retirement is rarely easy. For some, it comes as a planned farewell. For others, it's abrupt, forced by injuries, health concerns, or circumstances beyond their control. Triple H, now serving as WWE's Chief Content Officer, has been at the forefront of guiding talent through both their rise and their eventual exit from the ring. Having experienced his own career-ending health scare, he understands this pain on a deeply personal level. So when he revealed this private conversation, it wasn't just a passing anecdote. It was a window into the emotional reality of life after wrestling. The emotional conversation. According to Triple H, the conversation took place shortly after the unnamed former WWE champion had officially stepped away from in-ring competition. While the public saw the retirement announcement as a moment of closure, the reality behind the scenes was far more complicated. He sat there, and you could just see it in his eyes. Triple H shared during an interview. He said, "I don't want to be done. and it hits you hard because you know exactly what that means. Those words weren't about fame or championships. They were about identity. For many wrestlers, stepping away from WWE means leaving behind not just a career, but a core part of who they are. The adrenaline of performing in front of thousands, the connection with fans, the camaraderie in the locker room, all of it disappears almost overnight. Triple H explained that moments like these are among the hardest parts of his job now. While he is responsible for shaping the future of WWE, he must also help its past legends find peace with moving on. The reality of retirement in WWE. Retirement in professional wrestling is unlike retirement in most professions. There's no gradual transition, no easing into a quieter life. One moment, you're headlining shows and hearing the roar of the crowd. The next, you're watching from the sidelines. Triple H noted that even the strongest individuals struggle with this shift. These are people who have spent their entire lives chasing this dream, he said, and when it's gone, it leaves a void that's hard to fill. This is especially true for former champions, those who reached the pinnacle of the industry. Having once stood at the top, walking away can feel like losing a part of themselves. Triple H's unique perspective. What makes Triple H's reflection particularly powerful is his own journey. As a 14-time world champion and one of the most influential figures in WWE history, he knows what it means to live and breathe the business. But his in-ring career came to an abrupt end following a serious cardiac event in 2021. It was a life-altering moment that forced him to confront the same reality that many of his peers face. "I didn't want to be done either," Triple H admitted in previous interviews. But sometimes, life makes the decision for you. This shared experience allows him to connect with retiring superstars in a way few others can. He's not just an executive delivering tough news. He's someone who has lived through it, supporting superstars beyond the ring. In recent years, WWE has made significant strides in supporting its talent beyond their in-ring careers. From backstage roles to mentorship opportunities, the company is working to ensure that superstars have a path forward even after they hang up their boots. Triple H emphasized the importance of these initiatives, noting that helping talent transition into new roles can make a huge difference. Whether it's coaching at the Performance Center, working behind the scenes, or finding something outside of WWE entirely, the goal is to help them realize that this isn't the end. It's just a new chapter, he said. Still, he acknowledged that no amount of preparation can fully replace the feeling of stepping into the ring. The fans' role. Fans also play a crucial role in how these moments are experienced. The love and support of the WWE Universe can help ease the pain of retirement, providing a sense of closure and appreciation. However, Triple H pointed out that fans often see only the surface. They celebrate the careers, share memories, and move forward. But for the performers themselves, the emotional journey is far more complex. That connection with the audience is something you can't replicate, he said. It's why so many of them struggle to let go. A story that resonates. While Triple H did not reveal the identity of the former WWE champion involved in this conversation, the story resonates because it could apply to so many. From legends forced to retire due to injury to modern stars stepping away earlier than expected, the sentiment is universal. No one ever truly wants it to end. That's what makes professional wrestling so unique. It's not just a job, it's a calling. And walking away from it is one of the hardest things a person can do. Looking ahead, as WWE continues to evolve under Triple H's leadership, moments like this serve as a reminder of the human side of the industry. Behind every storyline and every match is a real person with dreams, struggles, and emotions. Triple H's revelation sheds light on a side of wrestling that fans don't often see, but one that deserves recognition. Because in the end, the line, "I don't want to be done," isn't just about one former champion. It's about every superstar who has ever stepped into the ring, given everything they had, and faced the inevitable moment when it was time to say goodbye. And perhaps, in sharing this story, Triple H hopes to remind both fans and performers alike that while the in-ring journey may end, the passion for the business never truly fades.